from Kissimmee, Florida, Osceola High School.
These guys met before. Malyke Hines got the opening takedown last time that they wrestled. And it'll be interesting to see if he can keep up. Philippi is a very consistent wrestler throughout the whole match. Sporting the long hair, kind of, I said he looked like a Kenny Pickett from Pitt, the quarterback from Pitt.
Yeah, letting it flow.
Who's in the Heisman talk.
Letting it flow. Hines is the reigning EIWA Freshman of the Year, won the title last year and was an NCAA qualifier. Went 2-2 at the big dance.
Three-time NCAA qualifier, if I'm not mistaken.
Work center.
Was an NWCA All-American during COVID year.
Yep, and a two-time round of 12. Sandwiched around.
And he's had some big wins.
Yeah.
He's beaten from Oklahoma State, Dayton Fix, who was a world silver medalist this fall.
Right. He's also beaten his assistant coach, Luke Pletcher.
Yeah. Not a bad guy to train with.
We're neutral still.
Did that in 2019. Still neutral here as Philippi works to the left ankle. Hines with that shin whizzer comes up to his feet, trying to defense that way. Trying to get that foot on the mat.
We're still neutral.
Philippi just trying to be patient here. Goes to the trip, a little somersault by Hines. Philippi tried to throw a leg in. Hines is coming out the back now. He's in on Philippi's leg right on the boundary. Plenty of time to wrestle here, a minute 10.
Philippi is so good in this situation, and Malyke Hines so athletic there. What a great timing when he went head under there.
Hines throws the leg in as they go out of bounds, and Scott Bricker awards 2.
2 years in a row. Comes out and gets the first takedown. Take a look at this.
Great scramble on the edge.
Very patient, and you can see, pops the leg in right there. They go out of bounds. Maybe in the middle of the mat, it doesn't count for reaction time, but on the edge there, he's going to pick up the 2.
Hines throws both boots in. Philippi to his feet. And Hines will let him go. They will award the escape as they go out of bounds, and Hines drives Philippi into the scorer's table. 2-1 lead for Lehigh's Malyke Hines here at 133 pounds. If you're just joining us, Lehigh out to a 3-0 lead on the team score, thanks to Jarrett Lane's 4-1 victory over Colton Camacho.
Fingers out of the grip. Get out of it. Leave it go.
Philippi ended up at Pitt via Virginia,
yes,
which was interesting because Keith Gavin was the assistant down there, along with Jordan Lean.
And they're both
Gavin gets the head coaching job at Pitt. Jordan Lean follows him as an assistant, and then a year later, or half a semester even, Philippi transfers back. He's from Pittsburgh and has been a big leader in this program.
Your choice, Red.
And one of the things that Keith Gavin has done a nice job of is kind of putting up a wall around southwestern Pennsylvania and getting those local guys from District 7 in Pennsylvania, which is such a hotbed of wrestling, to stay at home, or if they've gone somewhere else, consider entering the transfer portal and coming back.
Well, and they have. You know, they certainly, as much as they can, put a fence up. A lot of those guys have gone to Penn State and Iowa. There's so much talent there, but they've kept more homegrown since they have in years. And
Hines is trying to work out. He's going to get hit for a stalling warning. Philippi's just kind of hanging on to.
Do you know what, though? That's not a bad stall call for him, because it is going to be extremely difficult to get out on bottom against Philippi, and you wonder if he's going to go down in the third period.
It's a good point. I'm sure the next 90 seconds are going to have a lot to determine about that decision.
And he's going to, you know, Hines is going to be much more athletic and open on his feet than if he chooses down, which is a stronger position for him. Only a sophomore this year. I know the staff is very excited about him. His ceiling is extremely high.
3-time state champion from the state of Florida. That's Hines, wrestling a 3-time state champion from Pennsylvania in Philippi. And Malik's younger brother, Jacus, is a 2-time state champ in Florida, now wrestling at Appalachian State as a freshman. lot of upper body tie here. Good shot attempt by Philippi. Now Hines trying to get long on defense.
You know, and I like Philippi. He's attacking the legs a lot this year, and that's something that he needs to work on to get to that higher level. You know, he's a much better wrestler when he has a lead than when he's behind. And when you need to score a takedown, right? That's when you win the big matches. Not in the matches where you tech fall, guys, but when you need to score, can you score when you're down?
Final 25 seconds of the second period, knotted up at 2. A takedown for Hines, 2 escapes for Philippi, who helicopters out of this single leg by Hines. 15 seconds to finish. Now Philippi comes back up front.
I am really impressed with Hines today. You know, the longer you go in this situation against Philippi, the worse it usually is, but he's actually doing such a great job.
All right, so Lehigh's choice here.
That was close to a takedown, Kyle. Usually when you secure the far leg, you got him on his butt and there's no improvement.
Get in here. Get set. You're down.
So Hines is going to go underneath.
Look here. And Philippi's so good here defensively, but Malyke Hines is doing a great job of staying in good position on his shots down on the mat.
Yeah, you said it was going to be an interesting decision for Hines. He chose bottom. Brad Dillon, the assistant head coach, was saying neutral. And they'll go out of bounds.
It's an interesting call because technically,
crowd wanted stalling on Philippi for taking him out of bounds, but no call made.
It's the riding time coming down, right?
Yes, yeah.
And so he's got lots of time to get out on bottom, and this is huge if he can get a stall call.
Out of bounds again.
This crowd wants a stall call. That is a good non-call stall by the referee. He's making attempts. What they're going to watch, I think, more importantly, is does he keep driving him to the edge of the mat? He's going to have to keep him in bounds if he doesn't want to get hit.
You saw Pat Santoro looking on off the whistle. Hines attempting to get to his feet. Philippi puts in a leg, though. Now a little body back in by Hines. He's around for the reversal and takes a 4-2 lead. Now Philippi trying to scramble out, but the brick has been thrown by Pittsburgh's bench.
They have to wrestle this out here, so.
Happens, yeah, so as it stands right now, a reversal for Hines, and then an escape for Philippi. And you might have heard the discussion there with the officials looking for an illegal cutback. And what that means is once Hines is able to get out here and get around behind, a cutback is when you leave your feet to trip. So let's see, when they get to their feet here, does Hines come off his feet for that back trip? I don't think he did. We can maybe take another look at it, but I don't think he left his feet to kind of kick back both of the legs of
You also
Philippi.
have to take in consideration when the pressure's being applied on the cutback as well, and I think he got his center of gravity to the mat.
Yeah, it's all about
where it was more of a crab ride than a cutback.
Yeah, it's all about when Hines comes out, are both of his feet off of the mat. So let's watch his heels.
Here.
Yeah, I think that right toe is still on the mat. And the officials are taking a look at
one of the
replay.
Things that you're going to look for too, did that knee bend? Like when you see that leg bend out like that,
so that's what the officials are looking for, are both feet off. So as it stands right now,
to me, that's not a cutback. That's sucking him back into a crab ride.
Yeah.
He's under both. A cutback usually comes from the outside.
So a 4-3 lead for Hines at the moment.
This is
with the wrestlers going in neutral. So the officials are taking a look right now at the replay, trying to determine if there's enough to
take a look at the left knee too. When he finally pulls him back, a lot of times the angle.
So if there's enough to overturn it, let's get the call from Scott Bricker. The call stands, so that's Pitt's challenge for the dual meet.
I thought that was a good call.
Yeah, and I do as well. So on we go. It's a 4-3 lead. We are neutral. There is a stalling warning against Malyke Hines, and Micky Phillippi trails by a point. 1:05
More
to go
often
in the
than not,
match.
the kickback usually comes from the outside, not from the inside.
Keep it legal.
So Hines has to stay aggressive here. He can't back out, or it'll be a tie match. Good shot by Philippi, looking to cut it to a double.
Now, this is a great position for Philippi if he gave up his height. A nice job by Hines,
Still
bringing
neutral
it
here.
back down to the mat,
Danger.
squeezing tight with the
One.
head here.
Nothing. Nothing.
Pitt calling for 2. That's a very similar position to where they were at the end of the first period. 2 points awarded. And now Hines is going to have to escape in the next 20 seconds.
That's why I was surprised a little earlier that other takedown wasn't awarded as 2. There wasn't much different there.
Hines to his feet. Little Granby roll. Philippi trying to suck back. 10 seconds to go. Bryant desperately
Gotta clear
fighting.
those hips. He's
Looking
going
for
head
a
on
neutral
here. If he can
fall.
high leg
He's
over.
got it!
Oh my goodness!
A defensive pin.
Are you kidding
for
me?
Malyke Hines, and the roof has been raised at Lehman Turner Arena.
And the Pitt coaching staff, there is no objection over there. Micky Phillippi cannot believe it. What a huge upset for the Mountain Hawks, just what they needed. Watch Hines here as he goes headhunt. I thought he was going to look to high leg over. Watch right here. He's got the lower part of him down on the mat.